Today I decided to make a video on the BMW N54 engine aftermarket upgrades. So you can see, you can find it online everywhere, about $100, maybe 130, 40, whatever. They call it a scoop, like an air scoop, okay? Yeah, maybe it does look cool and everything, but I can tell you one thing. Looking at this, I can tell you that they increase speed over here, speed of air. And according to Bernoulli's law, you're gonna get less air in the system because of this thing, okay? Because the opening over here, I probably cannot see it, is much nicer compared to those scoops, okay? And you don't want any, corners like here, because it's gonna decrease this, it's gonna increase the speed of the air. It's gonna heat it up, and you're gonna get less air in the system eventually, okay? And we're just gonna remove it, believe it or not, because I can tell you one thing: if it was good, if it was increasing power, BMW engineers would have installed it in every single car, because this system is the best, pretty much. It's basically there's no any tension, any additional resistance of the air. It basically sucks the air as much as it wants. That's why they designed it like this, okay? Don't think that they just made it like this because it looks good or something like that. No, everything is calculated at the factory. I do have engineer degree, mechanical engineer degree, and we used to design engines, and I can tell you all these dots are all calculated, and you spend countless of hours to calculate it properly. That's why you can see there's no any corners here. Everything is round as possible, and it's made of plastic for a reason, because the plastic doesn't conduct heat that much compared to metals, okay? So this is real cold air intake, and you don't have to redesign the wheels. Believe me, Vinoli has lots of money, and they hire good engineers who calculate everything, spending hours and hours and hours. So this is real cold air intake, okay? And those cones they install here, removing this thing, because you can find this thing, everybody's selling because they think they install this dual cone intake and it's so much better. It's not. I'm gonna make a video later to confirm that using BMW software, because when they install those cones, they actually getting all the heat from the engine bay, which is not a good idea. And you getting less boost, you're getting less air. And it's potentially not good for the engine, because you can get a knock as well. So this one is like, what, it used to be like $300 plus. And I can tell you, it doesn't do any better job than this. And in fact, it does worse job, because this is aluminum and it does heat up pretty well. You don't want that, okay? It doesn't. It's made of plastic, at least similar, but I would say this plastic is so much cheaper compared to this one, okay? And they're saying it's better. You're gonna get more power and everything. You can find online that people tested it, and it proved that they were getting actually less power on the dyno with this intake compared to the original one. So don't waste your money, because that makes no sense at all. But installing just the cones without everything here, you are getting less air for sure. So I would recommend not to reinvent the wheel. It's already pretty good from the factory, okay? And I'm not talking about the single turbo installation when I install it here, and then that's a different story. If you're talking about this design, so I would say this one is way better than this dual cone air intake, 100%. And you can read from the sensors that using this system, you're gonna get more air for sure compared to the dual cone air intake. And it always gets dirty, and of course, because all this oil and everything, and steam and stuff. I mean, I don't understand it, but everybody's buying and think it's good. Well, that's the thing. I'm just saying, like, they sell it because you guys buy it. It's popular. It's it. Nobody cares about performance. They just want to sell more stuff to you. That's about it. Thank you.